Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the podcast. I'm your host, Jabadomi, and this is the first episode of the year. So, really excited. And this episode is called Life Lessons I Learned in 2022 That Could Help You. Right? So, it's just about everything I learned in 2022. I'm not going to give you guys an episode of my recap of what I did last year and which project I did and what I did here and what I did there. And this is not it. I'm going to explain to you guys. I'm going to say explain, but enlighten you all about like the life lessons. That's why I specifically put life lessons. I didn't just put anything there. Life lessons I learned, right? That could help you, that could impact you, and that you could use for this year. So this series is reality check, and I think I haven't done any episode on this series before. I think this is like reality check, so I think this episode like falls into the reality check category. Like just to check yourself, be self-aware of what's going on, and then maybe use my lessons and my experience or what I've learned to follow what you want to do this year. All right. So first of all, I want to like greet all of you Merry Christmas in arrears. What is that? How do you call it? Merry Christmas in arrears and Happy New Year. So this is 2023. On one side we have the fact, like just the reality, or let's just say just the reality that New Year is typically just another day, right? But forgetting people might look at that like negative, right? But another part of it is that New Year, you start to have like you get that New Year feeling, you replenish your energy, you keep your goals in check and stuff like that. So New Year is actually nice, even though it's just another day, right? It gives everyone the mentality that there's still time for this another year. You can do better than the last, right? So it gives you new energy, new vibes, new everything, and then you can now work and strive and do better than you did last year or just last week, right? So I've talked about the series and everything, and then this scoop, I don't want to give you guys a scoop of what we will be talking about this year. This year is going to be fully loaded with important stuff, not just balls and just crap that you guys might not be listening to. Just like important stuff that will actually impact your lives, right? I know, I haven't talked anything about the emotion series. That would be like relationships and love and friendships parts. I could say friendship, relationship, love, and stuff like that, feelings and all those emotions stuff, right? How to control emotions and everything like that. So I haven't touched anything on emotion series, and trust me, I've planned that. I've actually planned some episodes on that, and in the following weeks or months, because I don't drop an episode every week, right? So in the following weeks or months, we might see an episode or 2 or 3 or 4 on emotion series, right? Depending on what's going on. So then we'll have important episodes, reality check. Then we'll have current state of the society, and what's going on in the world, how you can make the best of it, and situations like that, right? So let's start with the important stuff. Life lessons that I learned in 2022 that could help you. Let's just get into the episode, right? Because I'm really excited for this episode. And this is even an episode like unlike the other emotional series and everything. This episode is just kind of the kind of episodes that just come to me anytime and I just write it down and I just record it immediately because I'm just feeling so excited for it. But the other ones I plan it and I might give you a specific date for recording and releasing or whatever. Right? So first of all, let me like clear it up, right? Like clear it up. Where I'm getting this information from or this knowledge from, wherever I want to phrase it. Right. So I'll tell you where I'm getting the experiences from, where I learned these lessons from. So I think let's say the later half of 2022, I could say around August, September down, I started reading books, right? So I started reading books like Subtle Art, Atomic Habits, and you see kind of self-help books, and I dive into more of like financials, and I dive into philosophy. I dived into how do I put this now? Just reality in check. Then I dive into spirituality. I was just diving into different stuff, but most of the books I read are just education, not like fantasy or sci-fi or just educational books, right? So I get this knowledge from the educational books that I want to like that I read that I want to tell you guys about, the ones I've learned from and things like that. I'm going to also bring some experiences and some lessons from philosophy. And I'm not sure if you guys know, but I'm a philosopher, right? But I study philosophy, not in school, but I study philosophy. I'll say I'm bringing some experiences from books I've read about philosophy, right? And then we have from experience, just my normal day-to-day experience and life and everything as a normal guy, right? And just self-awareness, just being aware of what's going on around me and then forming stories and then just getting some knowledge from my experience around me, right? So those are where everything is coming from, the life lessons. So I won't just be giving you guys, I won't just be saying some stuff and you guys just be like, where is this guy saying this shit from? So just to clear it up and give you guys a sense of where I'm getting this information from. In the later half of the year, let's say, I wouldn't say beginning of the year of last year, because I started diving into philosophy properly. That was like the later half of last year, right? And then I started becoming more self-aware of what was going on around me and everything. And there was just something inside me, the sense that maybe a program or something, I do stuff, I release an episode, podcast episode or whatever, and then there was just something in my heart. I could just feel something. I knew this something wasn't good. It was bothering me, right? And I came to the realization after so many silence, will I say silence, or just so much thinking, right? Then I came to the realization that I was like, if this is all life is, like, there just has to be more to life than this, right? The idea of life in my head was just excitement and joy and everything, and I was like, if this is life, if this is real life, if this is what my life is going to be, like, there's going to be more than this. There has to be more than this, because if this is how my life is going to be till I die, then this is not it for me. This is definitely not it for me. I can't do it, right? So that's the realization I came to. Then from knowledge that I read from a book, right? It turns out that to be the most complete in life, will I say complete, or to feel the most fulfilled? I don't want to jam pack it for you guys. I want to give you guys in a literal sense, not like giving guys just random words and you start to check the dictionary. I want to give you guys as fluid as possible, right? So I realized that to be fully complete, to like have that feeling in me go away, that there has to be more to life and stuff like that to be fully complete, you would have to satisfy both your physical needs, your mental needs, and your spiritual or soul needs, or something like that. Spiritual or soul needs, right? And you might be like, what are you talking about? And I'm going to explain it for you. You could say physical needs, like to be the most complete in life. Physical needs, we'll put it like having a house, having a nice car, having a nice phone, or just having things around you, material things that help your life. There could be material things like other person. You could have a Ferrari, right? Ferrari is material, and you just drive it and just drive it anywhere, right? And you could have a material car, right? It could be a Ferrari or a Lambo or anything, but it actually helps your life. It impacts your life. You get to drive into places, experience new things and everything. We could say that it's helping your life, right? So we could say that even though it's material, then sounding material these days is just sounding bad. Even though it's sounding material and everything, it's actually helping your life, right? Because you get to experience new things, new cultures and everything, right? So we could say that that's actually helping you. So physically, to be most complete, you need to be complete physically, right? Maybe be best in shape, best be healthy and eat good food and stuff like that. Physically, right? Mentally, you need to be satisfied mentally. You need to be able to be knowledgeable, read books, and then satisfy your mental needs, your curiosity, your general mental sense of knowledge and wisdom and everything. And then to satisfy your spiritual and soul needs, like by giving to people and then helping people in need and stuff like that. So you can see that there are 3 different categories, but we feel the most complete in life, right? Because that whole you experience the physical, you experience the mental, and you experience the soul, spiritual stuff, right? So to feel the most complete, you need to be complete in each individual category. You could put it like that, in each individual category, so you can be the most complete person you can become or anything like that. And it also comes back to what I learned about money, right? Because for a long while, I could say a long while, I had it. My philosophy of money was really shaken, right? Nobody really explained money to me. Not like not the ones that people just say, if it's not making money, it's not making sense. So bro, just get the money, chase the bag and stuff. Like proper explanation of money, right? And I can't give you guys explanation in this episode, but I'm going to create a special episode just for the explanation of money. How is money good or is money bad? It's just something that you need to know before moving forward in life, like the concept about money, because that's everything we all need. We say we all need or require or we might need later in life. Money, right? So I will just touch on it here, and then I'll release another episode for money or something like that. So my shaking philosophy of money, I was like, do I really need money? Should I just do stuff for helping people and then maybe money will come? And then I had like a shaky philosophy about money, right? And just to put one statement out here, that not having money doesn't make you less of a man. We can just be factual. Not having money doesn't make you less of a man, but you need money to be the best person that you can be. That's the fact of it, and that's the realization I came to, that money is required of you. Like, not money in the sense that you just get money and then you just start doing random ass weird stuff, right? But money in the sense that it actually helps you fulfill those 3 categories. You get money because physically it helps you buy good food. It gets you in shape. You get access to gym equipment, and then you can maybe even just not even buying gym membership, like getting your own equipment at home, right? Getting a good house so you can have peace of mind. That's mentally, right? Physically, like getting good clothes and good cars so you can be the best person you can be and focus on what you're doing in life, your purpose or anything. Spiritually, if you have money, you can give to people, or soul or wherever, you can give to people and help the needy. So you can see how those categories are fulfilling on their own, but money helps those categories, right? Money is like the last equation of everything. So we have spiritual, physical, we have mental, then we have money, because money enriches those 3 categories, right? So I will explain more about money in another episode, like episode of the podcast, right? So that will be like special episode just to talk about money. how important it is, and I won't say how you can get it, but how you can get it. Yeah, how you can get money in the long term, right? So I'll just put that out there and make an episode for it. I will talk about some important stuff while dealing with people, and there's a realization that you come to that no matter what you're doing in life, you're always going to deal with somebody, directly or indirectly. You're always going to deal with people, right? So you need to understand how to deal with people. There's emotional intelligence and everything. You need to gain some sense of emotional intelligence that you can decipher, let's say decipher, or just be able to just have a normal conversation with someone, right? In your dealings with people, one rule of life is that you must give people more use value than they give you in cash value, right? So just imagine now, somebody buys your product. Say somebody buys your product, right, for an amount of money. But that product you're giving them, you want to make sure that product you're giving them, you're giving them more in use value, that they will get this product, they'll use this, and that you'll be like, this was a really good deal, right? They'll be like, this was a really good deal, than they gave you in cash value. And what I'm saying is because if just like it's just basic facts that if everyone sees a product and you buy a product, right, and then you're using this product and you feel that this product is helping you, like this product, like, my guy, this stuff not a good deal, or my guy, that money I pay for that product, like for the amount of money I pay for this product is a really good deal. And in that sense, in that scenario, you would want to buy that product again. You want to buy that product, and that's going to help you later in life, in your business, in your life, in your relationships, or whatever. Give people more in use value than in cash value, and trust me, like, you never regret it, because then you always have people coming back for more of what you're giving them, right? So that's one thing to keep note of. So I have a long list of things I want to talk about here, and we're going to start with relationships, friendships, whatever, in 2022. What I learned in 2022 that could help you going forward this year is that, number one, you don't need to have a lot of friends. That's very obvious. It's a very obvious thing. You don't need too many friends. You don't even need, you don't need 10 friends or anything. You just need amount of friends that you know you can keep in touch with, and they will impact your life. One thing to also keep note of is that your friends determine how you will succeed. You can never see a group of friends that are billionaires and one guy is just one poor guy there. Of course, all of them are going to be fucking billionaires. You get what I mean? So you are the company you keep. You are who you keep. You are who you talk to, and then you are what you watch. You are what you experience. You grab, right? So I will explain more about who you are in the last down about other stuff, right? But just to keep note that you are who you talk to, you are who you relate with, right? So if you're relating with bad people, then you're going to turn to a bad person. You're going to hear more of their opinions on bad stuff or negative stuff, and then you think that that's how it is. Then your perceptions of reality will start to be bad and negative, and then you think that that's how life is. And then it's like a very strange paradox. But if you don't understand it, just know that you have good people. If you have good people as friends, knowledgeable people as friends, you're going to be knowledgeable. That's just it. That's just facts. If you have people that want to advance, move forward in life, not just people that are just wasting time talking about small talk, or how the Kardashians did this, or how this did that, or how that Real Housewives or whatever did that. Just small talk, or just that latest series or anything. Important stuff about life or moving, career advancement, anything. Right? So if you have these kind of people as friends, then you're probably going somewhere far. And take my word on that. That's very, very important. You need to have good relationships, right? Because relationships are also nice. Who you spend your time with can make or break you, right? So you need to know the type of relationships that you keep, and you know that that's going to affect your life either positively or negatively, depending on how the person or your group of friends behave, right? You don't need to care too much about what people say. Although I would say that I wouldn't say I care about what people say to an extent, but I like to hear people's opinions about me or about what I do, right? So in this podcast now, I wouldn't say I care about what you're saying, right? But I would love to hear your opinion, like not just opinion about some random stuff, like constructive criticism opinions, right? So that could help me, that could advance my situation, right? So I would say I care about what people say if it's constructive, if what I'm saying actually benefits me, right? But if what you're just saying is just shitting on someone because you feel bad or just emotional stuff without logically thinking about it, then nobody cares. Like, news a lot, nobody really fucking cares, right? So if you're entering this 2023, what you need to know is that there's something called spotlight effect, and I think probably people will have heard of it. That you think people are watching you. There's a level of which you think people are watching you, people are watching your actions, but they're really not watching you up to that level, right? I actually thought that people didn't really care about me, but 2022, I kind of learned that people actually observe you. People observe you, but to the level that you think they observe you, they don't do that. Everybody has their own problems, right? And even though somebody is observing, they probably forget, or less are petty, and they just care about other people's lives, and they just show their lives down in the closet or something, and they just need to peek on people's lives. Except from that, nobody really cares about your situation. Everybody's just doing that thing. Everybody's trying to elevate that status or get that paper. In real life, nobody cares that much about you unless maybe you're probably a celebrity or something, right? So when you're trying to do something this year or anytime, wherever, don't think about what other people are going to say, because nobody cares. Do what you want to do. If it's good, if it's constructive, if it's nice, do it. I don't care about what other people say. When they're going to say anything either way, right? I release this episode or not, people that want to talk are still going to talk. So why don't I just release it anyway? I let them just say what they want to say. So just an example though, boy. That's it. I talk about family. Family is really, really important. A lot of people like neglect family members and stuff, but family is really, really important in life. Like, you need to understand that after everything is said and done, if you have problems in life, your family is always there. Your family is like the kind of people, or you say your brother or your sibling or anything, the kind of person that wouldn't leave you alone in times of that situation. Friends will always run away. When shit hits the fan, everyone's going to disappear. All your mistresses, all your girls, and all your guys you were talking to and stuff like that. You know, your guys, all those broski, bros, bro, whatever, bro for life shit, and all your business associates are all going to run away. But your family is the one that's going to be there. So never forget family. Family is really important, right? And then I want to talk about purpose in life, right? One thing that people don't understand is that every action you do in life is from a certain desire or passion. You want to make money. It's from a certain desire to have money, your passion to be the richest millionaire or whatever, or the richest guy in Lagos or something, right? To create that website, you have passion for colors or something, or just having people like interact with your work and stuff like that. So everything we do in life, there's like passion or desire attached to it, right? And that's what kind of gives life meaning. I cannot just say I'm going to work because I'm going to work. No, I'm going to work because I want money. I desire money. Or maybe I just love the job. I'm passionate for the job, right? So I cannot just say I'm going to work because I'm not going to work. Yeah. I'm going to work either because I have desire to provide for my family, or I have the passion because I love the job and they're paying me well and stuff like that. Then you start to go deeper and deeper. But you kind of understand that everything is based on passion and desire. And the passion and desire is what relates to your purpose in life, because your purpose in life is basically just a grand passion. Like, I would say my if I say my purpose in life is to be if I say my purpose in life is to be like a really, 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 really good basketballer, right? I have passion for basketball, but my purpose is to be a very good basketballer, and that purpose is just like an amplified passion. It's just something that is like in the grand scheme of things, right? So either way we put it, desire, passion, they're all relating to your purpose in life. And having a purpose in life is really, really important because you start to feel meaningless. Like at the point, you start to be like what I said in the beginning of the episode, that there's going to be more to life than this. Like you're having a shitty job and you're just living in a shitty place, having shitty friends, and you're scrolling through social media, and then you see people doing incredible stuff, and then you're just in a shitty place, and then you start to be like, there has to be more to life than this. And that's when your purpose in life comes in play, right? Because you really need it. And one thing I explained, right, what the people don't understand is that you don't come to the world knowing your purpose, like just there and then. People are like, oh, Java, you're lucky, like you know what you want to do with your life and this thing. But I wasn't born with like the idea that okay, shit, by this age I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that, I'm going to create this, I'm going to create that, maybe I'll talk to these kind of people and I want to become this. No, it doesn't work that way. You kind of get it as you're going, right? When I was younger, I never thought I would do a podcast, but yeah, I'm doing a podcast because I'm making it along the way. What people don't understand is that your purpose is not what you discover; it's what you make. You kind of make your purpose. You don't just find it from one tree falling down. No, of course not. You make your purpose. I said I had like a vision. When I say like a vision, just like a dream, that I just want to impact people like with knowledge and stuff. Just tell people about what I learn and what I experience and everything. And they said, let me just create a podcast. And then I am. So it's not like as if I had one 40 days and 40 nights on one mountain and I was like, boom, my purpose just came down falling from the sky. Of course not. But the thing is that you kind of make it up as you're going. If you're thinking about it too much, you're not going to get there. You just have to make it up as you're going. Just create your purpose as you're going. What do you like? What do you want to do? And it's just from what I said. It all comes from that passion and desire. I had the passion to impact people with knowledge, and then I created a purpose with it. Just have a platform where I can impact people with knowledge. I started podcasting. But I wouldn't say podcasting, I'll just say I'm just talking to you guys. Right? So I'm not doing like as if I'm just talking to you guys randomly. Right, so something like that. It all comes from that burning desire or passion to do something, to be something, to go somewhere. And then from that desire or passion, you form that your purpose in life. So purpose is not created. Purpose is not given, it's created. You create your purpose. And that's it. That's what I learned. I also talked about the feeling of being lost. You kind of feel lost because you don't have a purpose. You feel that your life does not have meaning because you don't really know what to use it for. But then you kind of want to look within yourself, and then that's really hard because a lot of people find it hard to look within themselves because they know that a shitty person. Like it's funny, but it's reality. Like you're shitty, but you don't want to talk. You don't want to think about it. Like, oh, damn, I know I'm a very petty person. I know I like to make drama here and there, and I like to push people when I'm always rude and this and that and this and that. You know you're shitty, right? You know you're shitty. I know you're shitty. We both know you're shitty, but you don't want to be self-aware of it. You don't want to think about it too much. You just want to shine on other people's lives, but it's always going to come back to you. I'm very sorry to say, you're always going to meet me here telling you that you have to look within yourself and accept that you're shitty, but accept that it could be better, and work towards it. And then you start to find that purpose or that passion you love, that thing you're passionate about, or that desire that you want to become this or become that or do this or do that. Then you form your purpose around that. So thank you for listening to this episode. Part 2, I won't say part 2, but then the second segment of this episode will be released later. So thank you for listening to this episode, and I'm sorry for cutting it short so abruptly. But then the second part of this episode will be released later for you to listen to. So thank you for listening. I'm your job at the moment, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.